Hi there, this is Colleen from Keeping the Peace, and welcome back to another episode of Colleen Answers Your Questions. This question comes from Laurel Ryder in the down bar of episode 33 on this same series, where we were talking about my opinions on pocket carry. And she says this: "Thanks, Colleen. I would like to see more videos on holsters. I haven't bought one because I don't have money to waste and I can't afford to experiment." I totally feel ya. My income is limited. I watch my grandson, and I just found out that there have been some home invasions in my neighborhood. They knock, and when no one answers, they break a window and go in anyway. I don't answer, but obviously this isn't going to help me in this case. With a 2-year-old in my care, the gun must be on me at all times. Good thinking. I'm in Arizona, so that we're a Second Amendment state. Castle laws do apply, and I can carry concealed without a CCP or a concealed carry permit. Yes, I know that it's better to have one, not necessarily. It's pushing my budget to get that also. Don't even worry about it. If you have constitutional carry in your state, I wouldn't even worry about a concealed carry permit. I think that's great that you don't need it. I know in the past you did some videos on moms or grandmas carrying. I would love to see some updated videos now that you've been doing it for a couple of years. I have a Glock 42 and a Ruger SR22. Thank you for your videos. Okay. Pretty close to after my daughter was born, I did a video about on-body carry of the baby, as well as, or coupled with, on-body carry of your gun. I have been doing that for a while now. What I've done is pretty much switch to a compression holstering system. I'm going to step back. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. I'm using a Can Can Concealment compression holstering system. So my gun rides here, knives here, magazine here. I've got it on top of my pants. Sometimes I do that because it's more comfortable. As long as my shirt covers it, works great. And I'm able to carry my daughter here. Sometimes the magazine is irritating for her, so I might move it somewhere else if I'm holding her on my hip. But I almost always have her on my left side if I'm holding her in my arms. I'm also generally not going to be standing very long with her in my arms because I'm weak. Okay? If I'm going to hold her for an extended period of time, here's what I do. While I'm still in the car, I remove my magazine and I put it in this little pouch. This pouch is made by Ergo, so if you're familiar with baby wearing, you'll be familiar with that company. And I also remove my gun. I put it in a sticky holster, and then I place that right in to the Ergo pouch as well. I zip her up, and all that's in there is gun, magazine in the front pocket. I lay that aside. I put on my baby wrap. I have a Boba Gen 3 baby wrap, so it's going to put her on my back right where my gun was riding. So her little legs are going to be wrapped around me this way, and then this, hopefully, if I can get it right, then this will be wrapped up around my shoulders. Her body will be inside there. Her little legs will be hanging right here. Okay, so I'll get this all snapped up. I'll get her in place where she's nice and comfortable on my back. Of course, my hair will be pulled up in a ponytail out of the way so it's not in her face. So my baby is there, very comfy. Then all I need to do is take this Velcro off, stick it into the front of the clasp on the carrier, and attach it. It's made by a company that makes baby carriers. Unfortunately, Boba doesn't make this little pack, and I don't have an Ergo wrap, but I really don't care if they match. It makes no difference to me. It's all about practicality. So my gun is right there, easy to access. If I'm hiking, I also have a pretty decent sized defensive knife hooked onto this little strap. It's a nice sturdy strap. So that's my method. If I'm carrying her for any extended period of time, that's what I do, because my hands are free to do whatever I need to do. I can do everything, and she's back there and safe. Okay? So if you want to see this a little more up close and personal, this is the Ergo wrap. I'm sorry, the Ergo pack that goes on the front of your wrap, and gun sits nicely right inside there in the sticky holster, nice and safe. And my magazine, nice and easy to access right in the front. And when I take her off, I just take this pack off lay it down in the car seat. I take her out. So she's on my back. She hugs my neck. This comes off. I grab her hands, sit her down, take her, put her in her car seat, take the pack off, and then I can safely reholster once I get back in my car so that I'm not brandishing my weapon outside. So that's how I do it. That's what works for me. It took a lot of trial and error to get there. Basically, I carried in a lot of different places on my body when she was smaller because I had her just, really up close and personal. I used to carry her on the front. Carrying her on the front did open up my my hip a little bit, but things just keep changing, so my methods continue to change as she grows and as her needs change. There will come a time where she'll be too big for me to pick up and carry. When she's maybe 7, 8 years old, I probably won't be able to pick her up and hold her anymore. I'll have to sit down, and at that point I will move back to my old method of on the waistband carry. I'll go back to the old belt and holstering system because it works. But for now, the compression system is working great for me. I'll do a separate video on the Can Can Concealment holster, but it can basically accommodate 2 handguns here, 2 handguns here, a magazine in the middle, or a permit, and then a knife here, and I have 2 knives here. So it works very well. It's designed to go inside your pants, so between your body and your pants. I of course put it here because I'm not going to yank my pants down to show it to you. But I also sometimes just wear it that way because it's more comfortable. So that's my personal preference, and this is all about what works for you. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.